Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Antoine Houël. I know that it's the beginning of the afternoon, so please don't fall asleep or something like this. I'm French, so please be indulgent of my English, and I hope it will interest you as it gives me interest for the last 5 years. First of all, yes, I'm engineer. I've been 6 years working on smart cities, smart buildings, and at the end of these 6 years, I realized that within all these tech projects, we were avoiding or missing someone, the user. We were thinking that the users are just external thing, whereas I believe it should be in the middle of every process. That's why I decided to become an urban designer. If I'm here today, it's because I replaced Julie Lernos. She's really sorry not to be here. She's the vice president of Nantes Métropole and in charge of the ecological footprint and energetical transition. I will tell you later on why she didn't come. And so let's start. I told you I come from Nantes. Nantes is a city in the western part of France, close to the sea, right here. And as you can see, if you want to understand Nantes properly, you have to realize that there is a huge island in the center of the city. At the end of the 70s, the beginning of the 80s, the island of Nantes was only industrial site. There were just sheds and building ships, and it was called the Sleeping Beauty. Everybody was thinking there was a huge potential, but nobody knows how to transform it. So the local government decided to create the Creation District. Creation District is on the island. All this, no, it's not like this. Yeah, all this part was an old industrial site, and they decided to put the urban project not only from the flow and building, and they decided to put economical development, cultural development, social development, environmental development, artistical development into this project. So just to be really, no, I missed the button. This. For example, this building was completely abandoned a few years ago, and it has been renovated to give the weather. So nowadays, a few years before, you know if it's about to rain or if it's about to be sunny. It seems nothing, but it gives something to the city. For example, another example is this huge industrial site. Here, submarines were constructed. Nowadays, it's a public space with an elephant in it. You can see there. It's a mechanical elephant. It's on the public space. Everybody can go on it, can play with it, and that's it. But I'm not here to tell you to be the tourist agency of Nantes. If you want to come, I'd be happy to be your guide, but nowadays I'm here to present you something else. To understand well what's happening in the public policies in Nantes, you have to understand how it works in France. So the French way of making politics. Because there are lots of clichés. This is a cliché, but when it turns to politics, it's more like that. Revolution and decapitation. But the things you don't know is that just after we have decapitated our king, we put another king on the top of the state, and it's still the same today. The Fifth Republic is the republic in which we are. We elect a king. The people on the top of the pyramid has so many power, and every political decision are really top down. And this is the way politics works in France. I don't know if it's the same here, but in France it works like this. So in Nantes we have something that we call le jeu à la nantaise. It can be translated as collective mindset. It comes from the football team, because in this team, which have been in the first league for so many years, you don't have any star, you don't have any big name, you don't have any leader. What makes this team a good team is the way the way it plays. So you don't have stars, you don't have leader, you don't have big name. But I do like the PSG and Ibrahimovic. So now that you have understood the French way of making politics and how Nantes is different, try to make different. In the public policy construction, Nantes, for the last 5 years, I've launched something really interesting in France, because there is nothing comparable, which is called Ma Ville Demain. It's a project, a long-term project, the municipality asked all the population to participate in a big debate, to give them their wish, how they want the city to be in 2030. At the end of that, the municipality has engaged itself into making this project reality. So first of all, there were something concerning La Loire. I don't know if you know La Loire, but it's a big river in France. And the first objective of Ma Ville Demain was to think about what can we do with this river in the center of the city. The next step will happen this year, at the end of this year. It's a huge debate on energetical transition that will be led by Julie Lernos. This debate wants to pass from the project to reality. So every citizen who has an idea, can be part of it and can be helped into implement this project. And at the same time of this big debate, there will be the climate change. Climate change is the first son of the COP21 that has been in Paris for a few months ago. COP21, yeah, you understand it? The climate change is a world summit for non-state actors. In France, it's really strange not to invite the state actors. But it will be at the end of September, and there will be people from all over the world to think, okay, we have a big problem, states are okay to realize that we have problem, but now how can we, the society, the civil society, can we go into action? So it means that Nantes realized that the solution are emerging from the civil society. They are emerging from the will of people to change things and to handle those problems. And I'm here also today to present you this project I'm dealing with. I've been leading it for the 4 last years, which is based on when you build a new neighborhood, a new district, you look at it as functions: living, working, leisure, traveling, and we try to make it really like an ecosystem. Thinking an ecosystem is an environment and a community, and there are energy exchange between this environment and this community. So to build this, we had a good planet alignment, because we were in a city with an open mind, that allowed us to propose something. I will tell you later on what it is. The renewal of an island, and by the way, we are on it, and a new sustainable district just close to the elephant. So it's really lots of attention are on it. And within this district, there are these 6 buildings. They're sustainable buildings. We worked on it as designers, and there was a consultation, a competition 4 years ago. Lots of promoters come and say, "Okay, I can build that," and we met with other companies. We met this this group of promoters, and we asked them, "Okay, why can't we create something different than just building construction? Can we just think about what kind of life can be there? What kind of life can be improved by the building, and not has to compose with the building?" So this program, E-Link, is 22,000 square meters. It's 500 workers and 500 inhabitants. It has a triple diversity because it's a functional building. It's functional building. A functional diversity because it's living space, working space, commercial space within the same at the same place. It's 50-50 social. The social diversity is 50-50, and there is a general diversity because 30% of the buildings are for the older one. There is a huge energy efficiency purpose because the buildings will be a passive one. At the beginning, we were thinking about how can we produce energy on that, but the municipality decided to build a huge heat. How can I say that? Heating system.
Heating system?
Yeah, heating system for the municipality. Yeah. And finally, we also provide a design process who was focused on the community needs and open innovation. To be clear, we were based on people who wanted to live there, who wanted to be part of a new neighborhood. We asked them to participate to this kind of project. We have walked through innovative, social innovative places like this. I don't know if you know Le Corbusier. Yeah, Charles-Édouard Jeanneret-Gris. This is one of his big buildings just close to Nantes, and the life within it is really interesting, and it gives so many ideas to improve the project. I can pass on it, but it goes like this. It's easier. At the center of it, you have a concierge. I don't know if it works. You understand concierge? Okay. But not an old concierge who is just at the lowest level of the building, looking in front of the shelf. It's someone who's there to give, to make links between workers, between people who live there, between old people, with all these kind of services. So connected space, like co-working spaces, a huge meeting room that can switch into a reception room. I will just talk to you about that for just a minute because I do like the way it has been designed. We were thinking with the companies that wanted to put their company into this building, and we're thinking, okay, so we all need a meeting room, a big meeting room to receive our big clients. But during the night and during the weekend, it won't be used at all. So why not sharing it with the other company and with the people around it? We just have to think about it really early, so the architect can just design a kitchen in it, a way to go outside, and by the way, it has to be at the best place with a barbecue outside. So we put it on the fifth level of this tower. Here there is a tower with it's an office tower, and at the fifth level there will be this share space between people and between workers. Just to go back to the previous slide, there will be also the 50-50 social diversity, recycle, because, sorry, I'm gonna switch from the one to the other, but it has moved. There will be places for second-hand objects. So everybody who wants to put something into the trash before, if it still works, it can go there and it can leave it, and someone else can use it. You have the same thing into the bicycle place, where you can you have a tinkle place. You can fix things in it. How can I miss the green spaces? There will be community gardens, but it's not that innovative. And we will provide also services to workers and people. So you see that this concierge will have so many jobs. The thing within it, the process we have used, I will be really quick on it. Just want to change. Oh, okay, it has moved. Just want to empower the grassroots, because at the end, sorry, it's in French, but at the lower level, you have the users, and above each time it's expert. And where we put my association is really in a transversal way, to make link between every layer. So to do that, we have just 4 steps. The first is imagine. It's a design way of doing stuff. Imagine. We think about what can be the best for. I told you about the reception room, but there are others like a urban cottage, like the fixing places. As soon as we have imagined it, we design it with business model, with technical feasibility, with juridical feasibility, in order to make it real. We don't want it to be just ideas that can be handled by others. We want to improve it. Then we experiment it by testing it, so it gives feedback to the model, and then we implement it. So if I go really fast, first step, Post-it, then SketchUp, business model canvas, benchmarks, then experimentation. So for the coworking space, we already created 2 coworking spaces, La Terrasse and Le Petit Salon, in order to gain into experience, to be able to duplicate it, and also to avoid this. This is design, this is user experience. Really important to think about user experience. So experiment your project. And then to duplicate it here. So if I have to conclude really quickly on my personal recipe to success concerning the co-construction of police policy and the public policy, and what kind of project can emerge from it. First of all, the public policy has to be open. It has to be open as much as possible, so everybody can handle it. Then at the same time, the police, the municipality or the government should give a positive outlook, because we are completely fed up with the collapsing outlook that everybody is. It doesn't give the wish to go further, a bad outlook. So give a positive outlook, and then be trustful into the people's ability to pass from storytelling to story making. Thank you very much.
How wonderful. Thank you so much, Antoine. Any quick comments from the audience? Did you like it? Yes, very inspiring, right? Yvonne, do you have any comments, a quick reflection?
I'm just wondering, you have a very much a public approach, but how much time did it take to have this dialogue with the public?
With the public, the municipality, or the users? Lots of time. Lots of time, because when we started the project 4 years ago, we convinced the municipality quite easily. And after that, you have to believe in the project, and you have to work 2 or 3 times more than you should do in a normal way, because people are not accessible during the day. So you have to see them at night, but during the day you are constructing your organization, your structure, and so it was quite difficult. But after 4 years, nowadays we have more than 150 people who have giving a hand, who have bought an apartment, who have so we are starting to have a big things on which we can go up.
A platform for...
A platform, yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I hope that we get time to talk to you more. But thank you, Antoine. And